Welcome back to our Kings related podcast, wherever you may be, and this recap of the Kings 114-97 win over the Boston Celtics on this Friday evening in Boston. Yes, that is no, um, I did not stutter. There's not a mistake. The Kings go into Boston without their best player, De'Aaron Fox, who's missing his third straight game because of that glute injury he suffered in that game against Memphis, where he took that hard fall. And they pick up their sixth straight win and are back to 500 on the season at 19-19, and they beat the Boston Celtics. Um, this is a all-around performance and team win from this Kings team. Hey, going into this game, the Kings needed to do a couple of things. They needed to turn the Boston Celtics over. They did that. 15 turnovers for this Boston Celtics team, and the Kings had 16 points off those turnovers. Also, the key, what is Boston known for? The Boston Celtics, they love to shoot the three. They get up, I believe they get up as much as like 53s a game. And in this game, the team that shot the three better was the Sacramento Kings. The Kings took more threes than the Boston Celtics. The Kings, 47 threes, they made 18 of them. The Boston Celtics, 41, they made 11 threes. They held the Boston Celtics to under 30% beyond the three-point arc. Just absolutely phenomenal job. Um, I thought in that first quarter, I thought the Kings came out, played well in that first quarter. At the end of that quarter, the Kings had the lead, 34-27. Second quarter, the Boston Celtics, they go on a run in that second quarter. They won that quarter 28-19. The Sacramento Kings at the end of the first half, they shot 36% and they were only down two at the half. Pretty good for like you scored less than 20 in that second quarter. I don't think they shot well in that second. You let Boston go on a run, but you only down two at the half. Second half, the Kings won the third quarter by two, 23-21. Fourth quarter, the Kings won that fourth quarter 38-21. Just a phenomenal job by this Kings team on the road to begin the road trip. This quick three-game road trip in Boston. Domantas Sabonis, career high, 28 rebounds for Sabonis tonight, 23 points, 10 of 15 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3. And get this, Domantas Sabonis, he's scoring, he's shooting around 45% from 3. He's blocking shots, 6 in his last 4 games. And he's still dominating on the glass while leading the NBA in double doubles. 23 to 28 was his line tonight. DeMar DeRozan, 24 points, 9 assists, 4 or 5 from the free throw line. Keegan Murray, it looks like, hey, Keegan Murray, he knocked down his to start the game. Keegan Murray knocked down his first 2 threes to start the game. He finished 19 points, 5 of 8 from the 3-point line. And I know it's a small sample size, but here, as of late, Keegan Murray, we're kind of seeing Keegan Murray breaking out here, shooting the basketball. And that is a really good sign for this team to get it going. Keon Ellis did not have it tonight. You know, he played, 22 minutes in this game. Monday, in that double overtime one against Miami on Monday, Keon Ellis played, around close to 40-something minutes in that game. Tonight, 22 minutes. But the one thing I loved about Doug Christie is Doug Christie coaches the game. And you saw Doug Christie ride the hot hand, and that hot hand was the rookie Devin Cordo, who made a couple of big threes in this ballgame in that second half. 17 minutes, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 of 5 from 3, 4 of 8 from the field. Devin Cordo, I thought, off the bench, really good off the bench. Trey Lyles, 11 rebounds for Trey, 7 points in his 7 minutes of action. Kevin, 18 points off the bench, just 2 points. But I thought defensively, in that first half, there was a play, really good play defensively, where he was guarding Jason Tatum, and I was like, oh my God, Kevin's on Jason Tatum. He's going to get so burned. But thankfully, the help defense, like on Jason Tatum, defensively really came into play to knock the ball loose. Kings taking down the court. But really fantastic win for this team to extend their winning streak, 6 in a row now. Jaylen Brown, 28 points for the Celtics. Porzingis had 22, 10 rebounds. Jason Tatum, just 15 points in his 35 minutes of action, 12 rebounds. Not a great shooting night from the field for Tatum or Porzingis or Jaylen Brown. And I thought defensively, I thought the Kings, and especially in that second half, I thought defensively they were better. In that second half against the Boston Celtics. But if you look at the Kings' defense in this game, but not just this game, but during this win streak, it's been really solid. The Celtics, as I mentioned, 11 of 41 from 3 tonight. That is just the 4th time that the Celtics made 11 or fewer threes out of the 38 games that they've played. So I thought the Kings' three-point defense was great tonight. Um, but to start this road trip with a W in a game where if you because this road trip's what Boston, Chicago, and Milwaukee. This would have been the game that the King this would have been the game where you said this would have been the tough one to get, but give credit to the Kings. Kings go on the road and they beat the defending NBA champions on their home court, the second best team in the Eastern Conference, who they are sent behind the Cavs. And to do it without your best player and De'Aaron Fox, impressive by this Kings team. Like, just really the way this team has been playing since the coach since the coaching change. Like, are you a believer? Six straight. And, Doug Christie's he's got these guys playing incredibly well, good basketball. So just a few of the stats here, looking at the Kings, they won the rebounding total 56 to 43, 11 steals in this game, 8 blocks for the Kings. And they won the fast break points 17-7 for the Kings. So, hey, to go into Boston, to do what you did, to beat that Boston Celtics team win all around. And credit to Devin Carter off the bench. And I know Devin Carter, his college coach from Providence, was in attendance for this game. And to have the game that he did, fantastic. And do it again. Can they make it 7 in a row on, I believe, the game Sunday in Chicago? Kings are now, what, ninth? Look at the Sacramento Kings. Not that long ago, they were 13-19 in the Western Conference. Look at them now. They're at 500. At 19-19, they were ninth in the West in that play-in position. They're tied with Golden State at 500. So with the Kings at 19-19, you got the Los Angeles Clippers above you at 20-17. You got Minnesota in 7th at 20-17. And then you got the Lakers, who got the final playoff spot in 6th at 20-16. The Kings have done, like, because they dug themselves a hole, they they dug themselves out of that hole. They are playing some really fun, inspiring basketball since the coaching change, and it's incredible to see. And to do it 6 straight, like, they're undefeated in 2025. They have not lost a game in this new year. So you got Sunday in Chicago against a Bulls team um, who are 18-20. Um, and a Bulls team that won tonight against the Wizards. Um, you, you got Zach LaVine. Also it's the return game for DeMar DeRozan, who's back in returning to Chicago, where he's played for the last couple of years. But you got Levine, you got Kobe White, um, you got Lonzo Ball. Good to see Lonzo Ball back on the floor. Patrick Williams, but that's uh that's not going to be an easy game. But can you go into Chicago and get a win? Um, Other scores around the NBA, you got the Bucks who've been playing. Um, the Bucks who've been playing incredibly better basketball. Um, Lately, they go into Orlando and beat the Magic by three. Paolo Banchero made his return to the floor. His first game since October 30th from that torn oblique. You got New Orleans going to Philadelphia, beat the Sixers. You got Indiana beating Golden State. Uh, you got the Oklahoma City Thunder, who just lost a game, their first game, a couple nights ago. They start a new streak. They go into New York and hammer the Knicks. You got the Nuggets uh, beating the Brooklyn Nets. You had Jokic's first game back after missing the last two games because of illness. But Kings really, this is, I would say, this is the Kings' best win, or the Kings' most impressive win this season. To go into Boston and win 114-97 on that TD Garden floor. The defending champs, and without your best player, and the Kings stood toe to toe against the Boston Celtics. So Kings win, the beams lit, bright and shiny in the Sacramento sky. Kings back to 500. Kings got the Chicago Bulls on Sunday, and then they wrap up that road trip against the Bucks, and then they come back home, and the the Kings schedule gets a little tougher here. So we'll see, can they continue to play well as the schedule gets tougher here uh, coming up. So Kings win. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Kings related podcast and the recap of the Kings win in Boston. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Follow on Twitch. Information will be down in the subscription below. If you're listening on your preferred audio platform, Apple, Spotify, hit that follow button, rate 5 stars, leave a review, be greatly appreciated, and we'll catch you Sunday following Kings and Bulls. Just a heads up, that recap of the following, I'll be that little recap following Bulls Kings on Sunday will come out a little bit later on Sunday. So, but it will be up, not immediately following the game, but later on in the evening. So, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you back here for Sunday. after the Kings and Bulls, and go Kings and light the beam.